Hey everyone, Rod from Ecomobl Australia, my mate Tim. We're here today to talk about the Ripper. We're sort of going to do an unconventional review, unboxing so to say. What we've done is we've got a few of our good customers around town and we've let them have the opportunity to have a go on the Ripper, and we're going to get their feedback and we're going to let you guys know all about it. First, we've got Tim. We went for a ride out Emerald Beach a while back and we're just looking at some footage here now. If you want to tell us a bit about it, Tim, and what you thought of the board.
Yeah, well, this particular board, I want one, just putting that out there. Going from riding probably 5 or 6 other electric skateboards over the last few years, one major thing that stands out to me is the stability and the way it feels to ride. Whenever you set up an electric skateboard, if you want to do high speed, you've got to kind of tighten everything up so that you don't get that death wobble that we all hate.
Yeah.
However, in doing that, you sacrifice turning, whereas I found with this board, it feels solid at high speed. I wound it right up and she goes like the clappers. Through corners, went through some tight tracks, having to turn sharp corners, and handled everything I threw at it. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're just watching this footage here now of you coming up the hill there at Emerald. Like, that's pretty bloody steep grade,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's probably, I don't know,
Yeah,
30 odd.
What mode you in there? 4 you like to have?
Yeah, it's 4. But yeah, no, it's no matter whether you're on pavement or grass. It's even being 2-wheel drive, it's still, yeah, there's no slip. Like it feels like a really solid board. It's good.
Yeah, that's what Jason was saying when he was in the mud. He noticed how good it was when it was sliding out.
I felt going through the slides, both wheels were maintaining consistent speeds even though they were slipping. So
power and traction will
Yeah.
get out of the corner.
Yeah. I think the shocks as well, like the design of the arc of the board and the shocks help deliver that power to the ground as well. So,
and you were talking about the steering before. I'll just bring it to your attention. Like in the front, we've swapped the red springs out for blue ones.
Yeah.
Just they're a bit softer and give you a bit more better turning, circle, and left the reds in the back. So anyone out there who's sort of pushing the 90 odd plus kilo mark, you might want to leave the red ones in. Otherwise, if you're not a speed demon and you don't want to hit 55 k's an hour, well, you can put the blue ones in the front and it'll give you a better turning circle. But yeah, just be careful when you hit 35, 40, you may get speed wobbles. But the good thing about this Ripper is it's fully adjustable. If you can't probably see it from here, but in the front you've got 2 adjusting screws that you can actually tighten the tension on the spring up.
So you can tweak it on the field. As you're going around. Like, so if we were to go for a 30k ride somewhere and part of it was just long open straights where we're just cruising around,
to hit it,
and then we go to a hill climb or something, you can adjust it to suit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The back springs are a little bit harder to get to. You do need to remove the ESC box to adjust your rears, but you'll find that with the reds in the back and just have them semi sort of tight depending on your weight, you'll find they're fine and you can just get away with adjusting and fine-tuning your
the fronts.
Will be good. So how'd you find the straps, mate? Because you know you're not used to riding a board.
Yeah, I prefer personally to be able to jump off and abort if need be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't.
You're not the only one. A lot of people out there feel the same.
No, but it like having the straps on there, it actually made it feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
So you might have turned me with that.
Yeah.
I might end up screwing some.
The way these quick release straps are set up, you can actually, you can probably see it from over there, guys. You can adjust the distance between the inner here. So if you leave them nice and wide, you've always got that extra play where you can get a bit of play to bail out if you want to. Because the main important thing you want with these things is if you want to jump it, you want to get air, you know, you want to come off, you want your feet to stay on the board, so they're there to keep your feet this way, not so much that way. And I know personally myself, when I'm riding, I like to be able to adjust my feet for turning and that.
Well, 100%, because you need to adjust your weight. So if you're coming into a hard left, you want to sort of bring your heel back, more of your weight on this side of the board, so that you can really hook into the corner.
Yeah, so they're great in that way. I'll mention now too, they're reversible, so goofy or natural foot, you can swap your bindings over, not a problem. We can talk about the battery, I suppose. Quick change battery. I'll just quickly demonstrate. On either side of the battery there's two self-locking screws that just come out. They're just there to keep the battery in place. So if you do want to go for a ride and carry an extra battery in your backpack, you probably want to put in a flathead screwdriver to undo those fellas, but this is how quick it is. They just simply slide out like that, and you can disconnect your battery here, pop a new one in, and you're back on the road again. They're only 7 kilos, 6.5 kilos, so it's not a big ask to carry one around.
And it's mounted in the right spot too, right on that top of the arch of the board. Like, you'll see some of the footage that we've got too. The board taking a lot of, so you've got the shocks on the trucks, but you also the flex in the board. It makes it very smooth ride. Like, that's one thing I can say from experience of riding other boards. It feels so comfortable, like on rough stuff.
I think another plus, mate, is Ecomobl moving that battery onto the top of the deck rather than underneath. Big bonus, you got super big clearance in there. We'll show you some footage later of jumping it off curbs and stuff like that. And also we've moved the ESC box up onto the top of the deck as well. We've increased the waterproof rating. So you've got a fully waterproof ESC in there now. I've just hosed this board down with the hose. Take the battery off, of course, and just don't directly spray around the box. It's quite alright to spray your motors and everything like that, so very easy clean up. And trust me, you'll get this thing muddy. You'll need a hose. I'm going to say about the stopping ability, Tim. It's like
braking.
Braking. Because you're locked in with the bindings, you find you're going to be able to hit the brakes.
100%. When you're coming up to something, you're like, like something comes out of nowhere. All you have to do is shift your weight back and just hit the anchors, and you're pushing against the side of the binding in your foot here. So there's no way you're going spitting off the front.
It just greatly improves your braking abilities. Well, thanks Tim, mate. Your experience and that on the Ripper has been great insight. I'm sure plenty of people out there really appreciate what you've had to say. So thanks, mate. We'll get on with another interview.
It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Hey everybody, Rod from Ecomobl again. First I'd like to thank Tim for all his input on the Ripper. That was great. Now I've got Jason with me today. How are you, mate?
Awesome, mate. Awesome.
Jason's also had a chance to ride the Ripper, and he's going to give us his feedback on his ride. We're currently looking at some of your footage from down the park.
Yeah, day one.
Day one. How did you find it?
Yeah, very good. Wasn't keen to strap into the binding straight away, but certainly didn't take me long. A few minutes on the board, I wanted to clip in so I could get those nice hard cornering going into it.
Yep.
And
Tim was the same.
And beyond that, it took me a very short amount of time to up it to mode 4, and away we went.
Yeah, you're just looking at, you got a bit keen there in the mud and started doing
start flicking it sideways, intentionally, surprisingly enough.
Had to go at a baseball pitching mound that was there.
Yeah, tried to do a little bit of a hop over there. I was being day one, I was still a little bit timid, but starting to feel out the board and feel the bounce of the deck. It was very good there.
We, Mark, our mate, owns an E2. I'll show you some footage of him the other day.
He strapped him to it as well.
Yeah, he strapped himself in. He was first timer as well. He did really well. I'll show you some footage of him. We also, after the park, we went down and did a bit of a hill test with you.
Yeah, there's a bit more terrain, yeah.
Yeah, 30 degrees slope. I'll show you some footage. How'd you find that?
30 degrees, mate. It ate it straight up the hill.
Yep.
Absolutely flying, yeah. Certainly no problems with hills and things like that.
And then you got a bit cocky there again. And
I started exploring, yeah. Found a little bit of a drop off that I could start strapping tighter and tighter, and a little bit of a bunny hop off the edge. And started feeling more one with the board.
Yeah, so a bit of practice.
Bit of a practice run and
doing 6-foot jumps for me.
Yeah. Then I've seen some bloke with a video camera, so I did the obvious thing and went off the big edge. Which we can see.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it didn't quite pan out, but
I'll show you some footage of that. I don't know whether I'll show you the crash, but I'll show you the air bit.
We did make it off the edge.
And then we took it for a ride out South Wall, up and back.
Up on the cruise. Yeah, that was first time on the concrete for me with that. And the first thing I noticed was how quickly it accelerates on the concrete. It was blistering. It was quick. You needed to lean right into it, Superman style.
Yeah, we've got some footage there of you taking off. It wasn't flat out, but where you were just...
Not quite flat out. I think I was still feeling it at that time.
Crash.
Yeah, certainly.
We had next door neighbour Ty, you were here yesterday when he tried it out. We got some good footage of him jumping it off the gutter here, and he's
and
got the drone out as well. So we got some good chase footage here of him on the drone.
And seeing him ride the board, me being just over the 70 kg mark, him being around the 90 kg mark, I couldn't see any difference in the riding style.
The board handled well.
The board handled exactly the same with both us guys.
His extra weight actually probably gave him an advantage with that.
Yeah,
turning.
Definitely over me.
He's probably a little bit more experienced, but he's not used to riding electric skateboards at all. But he went straight for it.
Went for broke.
Yeah, he went straight for it, and I'll show you the footage. It was fantastic. So we've had a good couple of rides on it. It's the overall opinion, mate. It's pretty good.
Absolutely, mate. Bloody ripper.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We'll definitely have some more footage for you in the future of this excellent board that you've got to get your hands on. It's probably one of our best boards that we've put out so far as its design and the changes that we've made to the deck and the battery and the ESC. I think overall it's been great. Jump online, check out our site and grab yourself one, guys.
Get yourself a ripper.
Yeah. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Ride safe.
And I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.